They say love is a double-edged sword. One side can bring you joy and the other deep pain. Sometimes love isn't enough. Sometimes the people we trust the most are the ones who hurt us the deepest. This is my story, a story of love, lust, betrayal, and the revenge that followed. I met Alex when I was 22, fresh out of college and ready to take on the world. He was charming, funny, and everything I thought I wanted in a partner. Our connection was instant, and before I knew it, I was head over heels in love. Our love story felt like a fairy tale. We moved in together, made plans for the future, and I thought I had found my forever. Then came Emma. She was Alex's best friend, a woman who exuded confidence and beauty. At first, I was happy to meet her. After all, if Alex trusted her, so did I. But as time went on, I started noticing things. The way Alex looked at her, the inside jokes they shared, the way he seemed more alive when she was around. It was subtle, but it was there. I tried to brush it off, telling myself I was overthinking. But deep down, I knew something was off. That's when the doubts began to creep in. I'll never forget that day. I came home early, excited to surprise Alex with dinner. But instead, I was the one who got the surprise. How could you? Both of you. My heart broke that day. The man I loved, the woman I trusted, they had both betrayed me in the worst possible way. The days that followed were a blur of tears, anger, and disbelief. I couldn't understand how the two people I loved most could do this to me. I felt lost, broken, and utterly alone. But as the days turned into weeks, something inside me began to change. The sadness turned to anger, the hurt to determination. I wasn't going to let them get away with this. If they wanted to play with fire, I was ready to burn. Revenge is a dish best served cold, and I was ready to serve it up. I knew I couldn't just walk away. I needed to make them feel the pain they had caused me. It wasn't just a fling, it was a full-blown affair. They had been sneaking around behind my back for months, maybe even years. I was livid, but I kept my cool. I had a plan. I hit them where it hurt the most financially and socially. I filed a lawsuit against Alex, exposing his financial deceit. And as for Emma, I made sure everyone knew the truth about her betrayal. What the hell are you doing? You're ruining our lives. That's the point, isn't it? You ruined mine, so I'm just returning the favor. We never meant to hurt you. It just happened, says Emma. Oh, I'm sure it did. But actions have consequences, and now you're living with them. In the end, they were left with nothing. No love, no friends, no respect. And me? I walked away with my head held high, knowing that I had taken back my power. Revenge may not heal the wounds, but it does bring closure. I wasn't the same person I was before, but I was stronger, wiser, and ready to move on. Sometimes the end of one story is just the beginning of another. Betrayal can break you, or it can make you stronger. It's up to you to decide how the story ends. Just when I thought I was done with love, life surprised me. I met someone who showed me that not everyone is out to hurt you. They were patient, understanding, and slowly I found myself opening up again. It wasn't love at first sight. In fact, I was terrified of letting anyone get close to me again. But they didn't rush me. They just stayed. And for the first time in a long time, I felt like I could breathe. As I grew closer to this new person, I found myself at a crossroads. Could I really let go of the past? Could I move on and allow myself to be happy again? Or was I too consumed by the need for revenge? Am I really ready to let this go? Or am I still that person, clinging to the pain because it's all I have left? I knew I had to confront him one last time, not for revenge, but for closure. I needed to finally let go of the past, to put an end to the chapter that had haunted me for so long. I'm sorry for everything. I know I hurt you more than you deserved, and I'll regret it for the rest of my life. I'm not here for apologies, Alex. I'm here to say goodbye. I've carried the weight of what you did for too long, and it's time I let it go. I'm moving on, and I hope you find peace in your own way. Letting go wasn't easy. It never is. But in that moment, I felt a weight lift off my shoulders. I was free, finally ready to close the door on the past and step into the future. In the end, life is about the choices we make, whether to hold on to the past or embrace the future. I chose to let go, to find peace, and to allow myself to love again. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Sometimes the hardest battles are the ones we fight within ourselves. But once we win those, the rest of life falls into place. Thank you for listening to my story. Have you ever experienced betrayal? Share your story in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more real-life stories and lessons.